Da, 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 da. I feel that. What is up?
What's up?
Welcome back, guys.
Welcome back. Last week it was rainy day. Today's also a rainy day, but that's not the topic. Today,
We are talking about how to maintain a healthy relationship.
we figured we'd put together a list that would highlight just the main things that we focus on and what we can credit to our relationship.
Yeah. Number one, communication.
Communication.
That is, if not the most important thing in a relationship.
They say it's the most important for a reason because, so many relationships fail because of lack of communication or just terrible communication. It really comes down to being upfront with each other and not keeping anything bottled up.
Yeah,
You know,
you feel
if
a certain way,
say
make
it.
sure to let your partner know, because you can't get mad at your partner for reacting a certain way if they don't even know that you're feeling that way. So
Yeah, 'cause
it's very,
they're not in your
very
head.
important.
They're
Yeah,
not in
they
your
don't
head.
know. They don't know.
The key with that is just to be respectful about it. You know your partner, present it in a way that you know it's gonna resonate well, and they're not gonna clap back or be upset. And it's all about how you approach it, how you deliver it. Okay, and number two, don't listen to outside opinions. What I mean by that is don't let somebody else's opinion or somebody else's thoughts on your situation or you two as a couple or whatever it may be influence or dictate, how you determine what y'all do in your relationship.
And a lot of times there are people in the world that are jealous of you, that could be jealous of you and your relationship. What they say could not be true. They could just make your relationship look bad because they're jealous of it. They may like your boyfriend or girlfriend or anything like that.
A lot of times you hear a lot of outside chatter and opinions that are from people that have never maybe even met this person in your life. Maybe they don't know anything about this person. Maybe are just formulating their own opinions based off whatever it may be.
Race is a huge thing, especially with our relationship. We come across those issues.
You still face it, and you gotta look to ways to overcome it. So don't let outside opinions sway your judgment. Don't let them influence you, especially if they are with ill intent to begin with, because that's not beneficial to anybody, and that should have no effect on your person.
True. Number three is honesty.
Honesty.
Honesty is the best policy, boys and girls.
Honesty.
The best.
A lot of people try to fight it, but it's a good one. You stay honest. For the most part, if you stay honest, everything tends to be a much smoother ride.
If you're feeling the need that you have to sneak around or do anything like that, then you probably should not be in that relationship. It's not hard to be honest with your partner. Tell them you're going to McDonald's instead of Chick-fil-A.
Exactly. Wait, instead of Chick-fil-A.
I know, that's terrible.
You can't say that.
Say you're going to Chick-fil-A instead of the gym.
That's hard to argue. Even from somebody who's trying to work out, that's hard to argue. You need protein. Okay,
Number four
is going above and beyond.
Little things like
it's ongoing involvement.
buying flowers for your girlfriend.
Watching The Bachelor with them.
Yes. Watching The Bachelor with your girlfriend, even though you hate it.
It's not terrible.
Date night still, because, people think after you've been dating for a while, and, we live together, so we do see each other every day, but it's still important to have date nights. Like, we're going on a date tonight, buy him a video game he's been wanting, or, anything like that. Just keeping that spark alive and not just going about, just everyday life, because it gets boring.
Keeping the element of surprise.
Yeah.
Because if you're going about a stagnant relationship
it gets
and there's boredom,
then
that could bring problems. So
Number 5 is building a friendship and a relationship at the same time. This one I feel like is very, very, very important. Because you need to be friends with your partner. It brings another element of your relationship. It's not just like the lovey-dovey, like, you're friends. Like, we check each other, laugh with each other and stuff like that, because we're friends before we're lovers,
You don't want to have one without the other. Being a friend, with your loved one obviously enhances that. Monty, chill. He's always trying to eat stuff. And
come in here.
Come on. Say hey. Say hey.
He can actually talk.
He can. gosh.
Show them how much dog hair you just got on your pants.
Like
The
it's freaking
cons
snowing.
of having a white dog.
Number 6, finance together. And what I mean by that is to get on the same page in regard. Monty, what are you doing?
There must be something under the couch.
Okay, pretty much what this one is just to be aware of each other's spending styles and spending habits. You obviously don't want somebody to get into a bad habit of spending a lot of money and not telling their significant other and this and that.
It could just go downhill from there.
It really could. And so many issues arise with money. We know that. Key is being open and honest about all of it. Just being aware of how it affects both of y'all and y'all sort of how.
What was
just,
that?
just be aware. Okay.
What
just
was
be.
that?
Anyways, stay on top of each other's finances. Help each other out. Support each other in that. Make sure you are both on the same page.
Let me get my foot in
7,
it.
regarding arguments. Everybody has arguments. They are in every relationship, whether it's a good, bad, or neutral relationship. Arguments are there. For me, if you and your loved one are in alignment in most things in life, that's really the best way to help avoid just senseless arguments that never needed to happen to begin with.
Us personally, if we have an argument, we kind of hash it out, I'm not gonna lie, but we both respect each other's opinions.
We both respect each other enough to not let this affect anything outside of this little argument space.
Yeah.
And that's important. Some people take arguments way too far over the
The
simplest
smallest
stuff.
things. And if it's not worth arguing, why argue? Number 8 is the biggest part of a relationship. Trust. We did already hit honesty. That's along the same lines as trust.
We mean like the trust with one another, to not be worried about what each other are doing all the time and be up each other's butts as far as being on each other's phones.
Yeah, like
and
checking
seeing
each
whatever,
other's
checking each
phones
other's
stuff like that.
DMs and stuff like that. You need to be comfortable with each other to have that space, but that only happens with trust.
Yeah.
When you're in a relationship and you have very good trust, it's literally such a relief because you don't have to worry. I mean, it's plain and simple. You don't worry. You go about your day. It's okay to have that space, you need that in a relationship. And continuing from that, number 9 is actually have your own identity and give each other space. I love Megan. I literally spend every single day with her, but it's also good to have hobbies and friends to go hang out with because it helps the relationship. Everybody needs that space.
With girls, like, I can't go get my nails done with Trevor. It is very, very healthy to have that space.
And you have to maintain your individuality. You can continue to see your family and your friends and have your hobbies and everything you like to do outside of your relationship, because that's going to help build your relationship as a whole. Being extremely versatile and able to balance all of these relationships. Key takeaway from this one is to maintain that individuality.
And number 10, the last and final point to maintaining a healthy relationship. Love yourself! Love yourself, girl, because nobody else will. Love yourself before you can learn to love somebody else. If you don't love yourself, it can bring a lot of insecurities that will happen in a relationship because you'll start to think, am I not good enough? Or he's thinking or she's thinking of somebody else other than me. If you're not confident and comfortable in yourself, you'll start to think all of those things.
Honestly, if you don't love yourself, I don't think you can experience true love with somebody else. Because part of that
is learning for them to love you.
It's important to love yourself because when you love somebody else, you realize what your worth is, and you realize that people are
really know your worth.
You come to realize people can in fact love you as much as you love them, and being able to match that really is a beautiful thing. Kind of a sappy way to end this, but I love Megan so much. It's easy to speak on all this stuff because it's stuff that literally directly correlates to our relationship and how I choose to love her and go about maintaining again a healthy relationship and continuing to have fun. And that spark and that thrill from when you first started dating to carry that throughout the entire relationship
to this day. And
it's
we can
incredible.
count on one hand how many times we have argued. And I'm not gonna lie, arguments that we have had has been from outside influences. It's never been things that have been brought up in our relationship. So I know with being with Trevor, it has also helped with a lot of my other relationships, like family relationships and friendships, because I'm happier. Not gonna lie, I'm happier, and I know not to dwell on the small things.
Do something spontaneous for your significant other, or that person you're thinking about talking to, or the person you just started talking to, or the person you've been in a relationship with for 10 years. Do something spontaneous, surprise them.
It's never too much.
Show them that spark is still there. On that note, guys,
Thanks for tuning in.
please like and subscribe below. We do have new videos coming out every single week, every Monday. Say adios, Monty. Adios.
Peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings.